Hello guys, welcome back to our Chat.js series. In our previous video, we explored other configs used in Chat.js. In this part of the tutorial, we'll look at how to fetch the data from an API. The link to the API endpoint is in the description below. First, we'll use fetch and later we'll use Axios. Let's create a variable with useState to store our data gotten from the API. Make sure to give it a default value of an empty array. Using another use effect, we will write our fetch logic with an asynchronous function. Then, we use fetch to get our data from an endpoint. We'll write conditionals to check if the response is not okay. Else, we'll store the data if the response is okay. Let's console log the data to see the structure of the data from the API in the browser console. Don't forget to call the function. Let's shade the console in the browser to see the structure of the data we'll be making use of. Now we know the data we want is in the user subject. Inside the users, we want to access the first name as our x-axis and weight as our y-axis. Back to our code, we will store the data in our chat data variable. Next, let's map the data we got from the API for our labels and data. We will replace the arrays for the label to the label variable and the same for the data array. Remember to add chat data in the dependency array of our main logic for the chat. So it works, but the data is too large for the size of the chart. So let's use only the first 10 elements of the data. Let me quickly change the title. We'll get the first 10 elements of the data by using JavaScript splice on the array. Now we have our first 10 data. Let's look at using Axios instead of Fetch. First, we'll install Axios by typing npm install Axios in the terminal. Then, we'll import Axios in our bar chart. All we have to do now is to change the fetch to Axios, also change how we check if the response is not okay, and finally how the data is processed and stored. For this one, let's get the first 6 data from the API. Now that's it for this video. In our next video, we'll explore how to download the charts which we generated with Chart.js. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.